there was an accident which we do not believe was survivable.
A mid-air collision over the Hudson claims 9 lives and stuns witnesses on both sides of the river.
The propellers from the helicopter just flew off, and the wing from the plane just completely broke.
It just took a nosedive. I didn't, you couldn't see it no longer.
Tonight, the hunt for answers and the dangerous search for victims as divers battle strong currents in murky waters.
This has changed from a rescue to a recovery mission.
The tragic, horrific crash of the Hudson River is what's first at 10 tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Christina Park. 9 people are believed dead tonight after a small plane slammed into a tour helicopter carrying tourists over the Hudson. Fox News obtained these exclusive images of the crash as it happened. Right now, 3 bodies have been recovered as we look at some home video shot just seconds after the crash and posted on the New York Post website. Divers will be back in the water at 7 a.m. tomorrow to look for the 6 remaining victims. But the search for answers as to what caused this deadly crash is just now beginning. We have live team coverage from both sides of the river, and we begin with Fox 5's Carolyn Gusoff live in the West Village with the very latest. Good evening, Carolyn.
Good evening to you, Christina. The mayor has called this accident unsurvivable. The mid-air collision of a sightseeing helicopter and a small plane. Well, tonight there is still wreckage in the water and apparently no hope of finding anyone alive.
3 victims have been recovered. Dive operations have been suspended for the evening, and they will resume at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
It happened at noon. A sightseeing chopper carrying 5 Italian tourists and a pilot had just taken off from Liberty Helicopter's 30th Street West Side heliport. A Piper Saratoga had also taken off from Teterboro en route to Ocean City, New Jersey, with a pilot and 2 passengers, including a child. As the chopper headed south, witnesses say they saw the small plane hit the rear side of the chopper, sending its rotors plunging into the river. The rest of the aircraft spun out of control, careening into the river below.
I just happened to look up and I saw a helicopter in distress, and it was making unnatural movements for a helicopter. And next thing I know, it kind of turns and takes a nosedive, and pieces of the rotor were still up in the air, mangled and kind of floating up there as the helicopter itself dropped like a rock.
I saw a white puff of smoke where the propellers were, and the propellers fly off and the helicopter goes nose down. I didn't see it hit the water or where it went, but I did see it go down.
Coast Guard and police rushed to the scene off 14th Street hoping to find survivors, but there were none. 2 bodies were immediately found, and the wreckage of 1 aircraft was located 30 feet deep on the floor of the Hudson.
They have located the helicopter. It has been marked with buoys, and the site has been secured by the Coast Guard and local authorities who will be there throughout the evening. They're using side-scanning sonar to locate the airplane and any other wreckage.
The crowded airspace above the Hudson is uncontrolled at low altitudes. Below 1,400 feet, pilots communicate via a common radio frequency and maintain their own separation. Another pilot apparently tried to alert the chopper pilot he was in danger, but no one knows if the warning was received.
Whether the pilot ever heard it, whether he's on the right frequency, it could have just been an optical illusion that it was close to. In this case, it turned out it was not an optical illusion.
It's a far different story than the last time a plane went down in the river. In a miracle on the Hudson, all 155 people aboard a U.S. Airjet survived a river landing in January, just a few miles north of today's tragedy.
This is not going to have a happy ending like when the Airbus went down on the river where everybody survived. In this case, we believe that nobody has.
So again, 3 bodies and the wreckage of the helicopter have been located. The search resumes at 7 in the morning for the remaining 6 bodies and the rest of the wreckage. Meanwhile, the NTSB is urging anyone who may have shot video or photographs of the crash, or anyone who comes in contact with debris, to contact them to help solve what caused this mid-air collision on what was a crystal clear day. That's the latest from the West Side Highway. I'm Carolyn Gusoff. Christina?
Carolyn, thank you very much. Well, that collision sent debris flying all over New Jersey's waterfront. Our team coverage continues with Fox 5's Giovanna Derpick live in Hoboken.